Lesson number 12, add and subtract mixed numbers. So a mixed number is a number that has a whole number and a fraction. So looking at the page here, they give us the example 1 and 2/3. 1 and 2/3, the whole number is 1 and the fraction is 2/3. This is called a mixed number. It has a whole number and a fraction. So in order to add and subtract numbers, mixed numbers, your first step is you have to convert a mixed number into an improper fraction. And for more help, there's a video called Converting Mixed Numbers to Improper Fractions. There's another video called Improper Fractions to Mixed Numbers. I highly recommend you go and watch them. It's on the same playlist. Go watch those videos because you're going to have to do this a lot when you're dealing with larger fractions and mixed numbers. So basically, this is how you do it. All right, let's say we have the number 1 and 2/3. All right, it's just 3 simple steps. Ready? Step 1, multiply your denominator by your whole number. You take that bottom number, 3, you're going to multiply it by 1. That gives us the number 3. All right, that's step number 1. Multiply the denominator by the whole number. Step 2, add that answer, add that number. We got 3. Add that to your numerator. Not multiply. You're going to add those two numbers together. So you take your answer 3 and you add it to 2 and you get 5. And that is your new improper fraction. So 3 plus 2 is 5. That's your new numerator. And the denominator doesn't change. You just slide it right over. You just slide that 3 right over. So there you go. So 1 and 2/3 is equal to 5/3. So that's your first step. If you want to add and subtract mixed numbers, you have got to convert it from a mixed number to an improper fraction. So that's our first step. Let's look at an example. The problem says Patrick bought 4 7/8 pounds of potatoes and 2 3/8 pounds of cabbage. How many pounds of vegetables did Patrick buy? So this is an addition problem. We have to add these two numbers together. So first steps first, we're going to convert both of them into improper fractions. So I have 4 7/8 and I have 2 3/8. So again, I'm going to convert them into improper fractions first. So ready? We'll do the top number. 8 times 4 is 32. 32 plus 7 is 39. So we get 39 over 8. I'm going to do the same thing to the bottom. 8 times 2 is 16. 16 plus 3 is 19. I've got 19 over 8. So now I have two improper fractions, and they both have the same denominator. So I have 39 over 8 and 19 over 8. All right, so 39 over 8 plus 19 over 8. Now, because the denominators are the same, I can just go ahead and add these real quickly. So again, the denominator doesn't change. So we got 8 right here. So I get 58 over 8. Now, I hope you watched the video because we have to convert it back to a mixed number. Now we have an improper fraction. We need to convert it back to a mixed number. So I hope you watched the video on how to convert this. All right. If not, I highly recommend you go read it. Watch it. Sorry. So 8 goes into 58. Remember, fractions are just division problems. How many times is 8 going to 58? It goes in 7 times. 7 times 8 is 56. 58 minus 56 is 2. We're done. All right. Now, 3 simple steps. 1, that's our whole number. 2, that's our numerator. 3, that's our denominator. So what do we get? We get 7 and 2/8. Now, you always have to simplify fractions. 7 and 2/8 isn't simplified. You can simplify it even more. How? Well, if you divide the top and bottom by 2, you get 1 over 4. So your final answer is 7 and 1/4. Boom. There you go. Let's try another problem, this time subtraction. The problem says, Jorge filled a bottle with 5 2/3 cups of water. The bottle tipped over and some of the water spilled out. 2 1/3 cups of water remained in the bottle. how much water was spilled. So this is a subtraction problem. We have to subtract 2 1/3 from 5 2/3. Now again, with any mixed number problem, you always have to convert it to an improper fraction first. So I'm going to set up my two numbers, and I'm going to convert them into an improper fraction. So 3 times 5 is 15. 15 plus 2 is 17. So I get 17 over 3. 3 times 2 is 6. Plus 1 is 7. So I get 7 over 3. So there we go. Now I can subtract them. I've got 17 over 3 and 7 over 3. So I take 17 over 3 minus 7 over 3, and I get 10 over 3. All right? But that's not your final answer. You have to convert it back into a mixed number. So how do you do that? Well, you turn it into a division problem. 3 into 10. Well, 3 goes into 10 3 times. 3 times 3 is 9. 10 minus 9 1. Boom. You're done. All right? We don't have remainders. We write them as fractions. So that's my whole number, my numerator, and my denominator. Ready? So my final answer is 3 1/3. Boom. There you go.